Hi, thank you for joining us again. And this is We Love Dunking, as you all know. And today I'm going to talk about a subject that's very close to my heart, and that is the spiritual reasons for finishing a whole packet of biscuits when you're dunking, or a whole cake, or a whole packet of croissants, or whatever it might be. Today I'm going to explain why you should finish the whole lot in one go. There's many reasons you would do such a thing. For example, they're tasty, you love them, and lots of other reasons, because they might be going out of date in a few days and you need to get rid of them. But the spiritual reason why you should do it is very, very important. And if you think I'm kidding and joking about, please take this seriously, because I am very serious about it. So in this video, I'm going to go through the reasoning behind it, and hopefully at the end of it today, you'll fully comprehend where I'm coming from. And going forwards, you will also, when you're eating a packet of biscuits, or whatever you love, and you love dunking it, at the end of today, you will not leave one behind. You'll finish the whole packet, and you'll understand why, and you'll feel complete as well, because you'll understand the spiritual reason for dunking a whole packet. So here we go. So although there'll be a lot of talking in this video to help you understand the spiritual reasons, I'm also going to be dunking a packet of biscuits fully to show you. And so I've got a packet of biscuits ready. Today I'm going to be dunking Fox's favorites, Viennese. These are so good. Really chocolatey, milk chocolate biscuits. And just a quick story about these. My dad, God bless him, he passed away a few years ago. When he used to go shopping, he used to buy a big carrier bag of biscuits. Literally everything, would be digestives, custard creams, rich teas, all sorts, a few cakes and rusks and all sorts. And he used to buy a packet of these. And he used to buy these especially for my younger brother. Our younger brother, Yas, loves these, and these were always for him. If we ever ate these, Dad would kick off big time. So, and we'd be in big trouble. But I'm going to use these because it's not a massive packet. I won't be here forever eating them. But you can fully explain the idea, and the spiritual reason for eating a whole packet of biscuits with these. So these are nice. If you've not tried these, put these on your list. Fox's are one of the legendariest biscuit companies ever. They've made some awesome biscuits over the years, and I'm going to be trying lots more of these. But today, in this example for this video, I'm going to be using Fox's Viennese biscuits. These are so nice, and I can't wait to dunk them. And also, I've chosen a special mug for this because I've got lots of different mugs. But we're going to be talking about the spiritual reasons for dunking. So I thought there's no other mug but this one, the Star Wars one. I've mentioned in one of the other videos, I love Star Wars, especially the Jedi, because for me, the Jedi it's very spiritual, the way I look at the Jedi and the whole thing. Although it's just movies and science fiction, as some people claim, I always find a lot of truth in things like that. And as you know, the Jedi in Star Wars, and this is episode 1, this mug is 1999 the film came out in. This is 25 years old, this mug. It's older than some of you lot watching. So listen very carefully. So in Star Wars, as we all know, they say, "May the Force be with you." So the Force is a big thing in Star Wars. I've always had an issue with this saying, "May the Force be with you," because being a Jedi myself, I know that the Force is always with you. It's never left you, and it never will leave you. The Force is with you 24/7 from the first day to the last day. So all this "May the Force be with you" I think is a load of rubbish, because the Force is always with you. So this is a mug that we're going to use because we're going to be talking about the Force, because some people, when it comes to spirituality, people talk of God, and with all of the different religions and belief systems, you've got all these different names for God. Some people call God the universe, energy, the source, consciousness. In Star Wars, it's the Force. So all of these things, in my opinion, represent the same thing. They're all different names for the same thing. And this is what we're going to be covering in the video today. So got the biscuits. got the mug, and I'm going to talk a little bit more. Then I'm going to make a cup of tea, He-Man colour, and we're going to dunk away, and I'm going to explain all of this to you. Hold on tight. So in this world, we've got so many beautiful religions. You have Christianity, Islam, Judaism, Hinduism, Sikhism, Jainism, Zoroastrianism, and lots of other, beautiful and wonderful belief systems out there that, all of us in the world, we, follow different paths. And I think, unfortunately, a lot of the time we look at all of the things that separate us and, how we're different. Whereas there's a common thread running through all of these religions and beliefs. One of them, of course, is unconditional love, which is very important. Love makes the world go round. And the other one is this idea of oneness, wholeness, unity, and completeness. So that's what I'm going to talk about today, the spiritual reasons for dunking a whole packet of these again. So we're going to talk about that. So another thing in spirituality they talk about is the macrocosm and the microcosm. So the universe around us and all around us is the big macrocosm, and in here you have the microcosm. So everything out there is happening within here. And remember, this is very serious, so don't be laughing too much about it, okay? So that's what we're going to talk about today. And it's very, very important, as well as all the religions. I've mentioned Star Wars and the Force and how I see the Force, and I'll explain a little bit more about it, but also in lots of other media. So you have clues dotted around everywhere. If you're a fan of science fiction, people have probably seen the Matrix movies, and in there you've obviously got Neo, who's the one, and all he represents. So there's all these clues everywhere for you, just to sort of nudge you and say, think about this, think about this. A lot of people, unfortunately, they look at movies and things like that and think, oh, it's just a dumb movie, or it's just a science fiction story. But I find there's a lot of truth in things like that. Not all of it, but there's little bits of truth in everything. You'll find truth in music. People find truth in poetry and all sorts. It's in the movies as well, TV shows, all of these things. So yeah, oneness. So let's talk about oneness and completeness. To start with, I'm going to give the human body as an example. So say your body. You got your head, you got your ears, you got your nose, mouth, your fingers, your toes, your knees, elbows, shoulders, arms, feet and legs. So imagine there you are just chilling and someone comes along and takes your ear off and, eats it or whatever. And then they come along and bite your fingers and eat them, or, a few of your toes, and then your foot, then your leg, and, and then one of your arms. Okay, all right, they've enjoyed it and they've eaten all these bits. Then imagine they just chuck you in a box and put you in a cupboard or something. How would you feel? Seriously, how would you feel? And then you might sit there for weeks, and then they'll come back and they might bite a bit of your head off, might bit of your knee and things like that. So doing it all in little stages like that, imagine how painful that is. Imagine how much that hurts. And we can talk and express ourselves, so we can go, and make all these noises and complain about it, shout about it, scream about it. But can biscuits? No. Biscuits, cakes, rusks, pastries, they can't do such things. So just like a whole human body, that here it is in all of its beautiful glory. There's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 of these biscuits in the packet. You got the packaging there, and they're all one. And if you can hear them like I can, they're so happy, they're so joyful, and I think they're getting really excited because they heard I was going to dunk them in that mug. Are you happy about that, guys? Yeah, don't worry, I won't leave any of you behind. I'm going to dunk you all together. So there. That's oneness, completeness, wholeness. So when you eat, say, for example, you eat 2 of them or 3 of them, and then you put the rest away in the packet back in the cupboard, how do you think these lot are feeling? They're devastated. They're crying. They're like, and literally, if you were on the same level of sensitivity as me with these things. Honestly, when you open the cupboard, you hear them going, please, please help us, help us. Because some of them have gone to heaven in the belly and the others are still there, like waiting for their turn. And there's some really horrible people out there who buy a packet of biscuits. They leave them in the cupboard for weeks. Honestly, I don't get you guys and girls. How can you do that thing? And what's even worse is when you open it, have a few of them, then leave the rest of them in there for weeks. What are you thinking about? Or put them in an airtight container with, they'll stay fresh, okay, but there's no, they can't breathe. So, don't make them suffer. That's like sending them to prison for like 25 years. So that's why when you eat them, you need to keep them all together as one, complete unity. Okay, wholeness. This is what we're talking about. So this is a spiritual reason for dunking, whole packet of biscuits, eating a whole cake. If you buy a pack of pastry, like 4 croissants, eat all of them. Honestly, people might tell you, oh, you're being greedy. Oh, that's not very healthy. All of this other crap. No, don't listen to them. Think of them. Yeah, don't be selfish. Don't think of yourself. Think of them. Honestly, it's so, so important. So I'm going to do that in a moment. I'm going to make a cup of tea and explain to you. So, and also the other thing, when you're really connected to them, when you get deep into this We Love Dunking mission, and that's what this whole page is about and everything, is we're going to, bring your connection to these things very deep. So to the point where in future, when you're dunking them, you're going to be able to hear the joy and the laughter and the love and the happiness that you bring them when you dunk them in tea, because they love tea and hot chocolate, whatever drink it might be, they love it. And when you dunk them and eat them in joy and in love and, enjoy it, they enjoy it. And, when you dessert, half of them and leave them to the side, or, some people are so evil, right? They'll put them in the packet, in the drawer, not even in an airtight container so they stay fresh, just in the packet, and they'll go all soggy and soft and out of date and, things like that. And then they'll end up in the bin, which is their equivalent of hell. Heaven is in the belly, and they're all together, they're all happy, and they, meet each other and live together forever and ever and ever. But if they go in the bin, that's like condemning them to hell. So honestly, if there's anyone watching this who has done this in the past, change your ways, guys, because it's not on. It's evil. It's horrible. And just think of these poor delicious things. They come in all beautiful shapes and colors and sizes. And just think of what you're putting them through. At the end of the day, they're not here to hurt you. They don't hurt you. They come in the world to bring you love and joy and fulfillment, especially when you eat the whole packet. So there we are, in a sort of a nutshell. This is all the oneness. So when they're all in your belly in heaven, they're happy because they're complete and one. And they'll be there for eternity. Maybe. So here we are. Here's a cup of tea I made. So there's a Star Wars episode mug. And on the back it says, may the force be with you, but it should be, the force is always with you. Never forget that. And here we are. Here's the Fox's Viennese milk chocolate biscuits. And here they are in wholeness and oneness. And look at this one. This one looks like a bit of an odd one out, like the black sheep of the family. There's always one. And, he looks a bit different, but we're going to love him all the same anyway. So, and there's a cup of tea. And as I mentioned earlier, a perfect cup of tea is like a He-Man colour. And is that like a He-Man colour? Maybe not 100%, but I suppose it's close. So come on, let's get dunking. So here we go. Let's get dunking. And now you know the spiritual reason for dunking a whole packet of biscuits. Here we go. So these Viennese, oh, that one's got a little bit of a crack in it there, so that might not hold up. Let's see. These are very soft and quite gentle biscuits, so you've got to be very careful. And I'm a bit fearful now. That one's got a bit of a crack in it. But hey, let's go. So 1 dunk, 2 dunks, 3 dunks. Let's try with 3 dunks. Wow. Just look at the chocolate there. It's melting away. And finish that one off. These are so tasty. So, so good. I can see why my brother loved them so much. Even though occasionally when Dad used to buy them, we used to nick them. So there we are. There's one of them. And then if you could hear them, the others are thinking, oh, where's he gone? Where's he gone? Don't worry, guys. I'm going to reunite all of you in heaven. So don't worry about it. So the one who was next to him, let's get him up. There we are. Oh, look, he's all excited. Ready? Woo! Bang. There we go. 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh my word. 6. He was going, yeah, do it again. Do it again. Wow. There we are. These are so good. The only problem with these ones, there's not enough in the packet. But occasionally, Foxes, they've done this in the past. You can get like a double pack of them. So it's got 2 lots of these, all in one packet. And even then, it's just not enough. These are so, so delicious. And so that's 2 of them now. As you can see, they're not complete anymore. There's no oneness there because some of them are missing. They've gone to heaven. Now, if I was horrible and evil like some people out in the world, I could just put these lot back in the packet, put them back in the cupboard, and then the cries these lot would make overnight, you can't hear them if you're not on the spiritual level with these things. But, sometimes if my wife's bought some and she's had a couple and she's put the other bourbons, she loves bourbons, and she's put them back in the cupboard or whatever, all night I can just hear the screams, And that's why, sometimes I get told off because I finish her biscuits. And she's like, oh, you've ate my packet. But, it's a tough choice. It's a double-edged sword. I can't leave them like that suffering. So that's the reason I do it. So at the moment, these lot, if you could hear them, you'd be hearing them going, where are they? Where are they? What's going on? Don't worry, guys. I'm going to reunite you 2 in a minute. So what I'm going to do to make the process a bit quicker, because the other 2 are in heaven, they're like jumping around for joy. But even them, they're wondering where the rest of their family is now. So as quick as possible, we need to bring them into oneness and wholeness and completeness again. So they're all together again. So I'm going to double dunk them. And these are so good. Are you ready, guys? Oh, they're so excited. Here we go. Ready? Here we go. Whoa. 1. Oh, there's a little break there. 2. 3. Oh, I think they're about to fall apart. 4. I better gobble them up quick. So good. There we are. So that's 4 of them all together again. And the tea's going down as well, a little at a time. Yeah, have a look. Whoa, there we are. And you can see the poor biscuits. Now they've been separated now. And, now this is where the problem starts. So at this stage, sometimes people put them in the drawer, put them away. I don't understand you lot. How can you not finish them all? And now that you've learnt the secret, I want you from now on to make sure you keep all of these lot happy and together. Okay, so we're going to do a single one again. But I think this packet is really happy now. Now they know they're all going to heaven together, even 1 at a time or 2 at a time. So they know they're going to be together, and they know me. So they know I'm not going to be evil and leave them in the cupboard. Wow. If you've never tried Fox's Viennese biscuits, run out after you've watched this and go and buy yourself a packet, because they're just so good. And I think some shops do their own brand ones as well. So try them. I don't think I've ever tried anyone's own brand ones yet, but because I always get the Fox's ones. But if you see, oh, do you hear that crack? Don't worry, mate, you're going to heaven anyway. Doesn't matter if you've broken a leg. If you've not tried them, you have to try these out. And look at that. You know, there's only 4 left. But I think this was a perfect packet of biscuits to try and explain about the oneness to you guys. Because, like I said, if I had a bigger packet, you know, I'll take my time and proper savor them. Whereas these ones, because they're quite small, easy to dunk as well. And they just literally, once you've dunked them, they literally melt in your mouth and off to heaven they go. Here we go. So we've got 2 more now. I'm going to just dunk you guys. I bet you're well excited to meet the rest of your family, aren't you, back in heaven, yeah? Don't worry. Okay, hold tight, ready? Whoa, 1, 2, 3. Can you do another one? They said, yeah. 4, there we are. They're going to heaven and they taste so heavenly. Wow. Absolutely delicious. Right. Now this is the sad part, for me anyway, and for you guys. But it's not about us. Just because a packet's about to finish and we're feeling, you know, quite sad about it, because it seems like it's the end of the world. It's not. There's shops full of biscuits. We can pop out and get another packet soon. But for these beauties, although there's 2 left here at the moment, they might be feeling a bit sad. But they won't be, because in a moment, they'll all be together again in heaven, in my belly. And they're going to be, you know, there for eternity, living lives of joy and happiness. And who knows, they might come back into this world as something else as well. There we are. So this is a penultimate one. You're right, mate. As Holly Willoughby once said. Are you okay? I hope so. There we are. And the tea's still there. There's still loads of tea. In fact, I think I could probably dunk 2 or 3 whole packets of these in 1 mug of tea. So here we are, the very important stage. We're just about to take this packet into oneness and completeness and unity. And there'll never be. So there's the empty packet. Ta-da, all gone. Smashing it. And this is, I've never seen this one. So this is a strange biscuit. It's the odd one out in the packet, but do we care about that? No. Do we love it? Of course we do. We love this one just as much as we loved all the others, because we don't judge like that. So anyway, so here we are. Say goodbye, beautiful biscuit. And you're going to go and join your family. 1, whoa, 2, have a look there. 3, can we do a 4th one? He said, hell yeah. 4. And, wow, that's so good. So there we are. That's a whole packet of biscuits done. And more importantly, today you've learned about the spiritual reason for eating a whole packet of biscuits. Could be a croissant, could be a cake. If you cut a cake open, don't be evil and eat half of it or 1 slice and put the rest in the cupboard. No. Remember, think about their feelings, okay? Keep them in oneness, in wholeness and completeness. And the world is a more beautiful place and everything resonates outwards. So the more joy and happiness you bring them, the more they bring you, and your life will be beautiful. So there we are. This is We Love Dunking. That's the spiritual reason for dunking a whole packet. Have fun, enjoy it. If you've not tried Viennese biscuits, go and grab a packet, and I'll see you again very soon.